We verified that the 2 fuses are okay. So the next thing on the list is the mirror switch. And that's right here on the driver's door. To get this out, use a pry tool on the front end of this panel. There's a little clip that releases. Then slide it forward a little bit to release the back end of it and gently lift it out. Then on the back side, you'll see 2 connectors. The white one is for the window switches, and the blue one is for the switch. And we need to take that off so that we can test the terminals right there. Here we've got the mirror switch test. It's basically a continuity test between the terminals inside this port. Depending on different switch settings, you should get different continuities across these terminals. You see that printed circuit board? That looks a little scary because it makes it appear that this thing's got some, important electronics in it or whatnot. There are no capacitors, transistors, anything like that on that printed circuit board. It's only circuits. And this white part of the switch contains the physical movement of various jumpers that move across those circuits and change which signals get sent over these terminals. A couple things I want to point out right away. One is they've got a diagram of the connector, this connector here, the blue one. And you can see that on my copy, I've X'd out some of the terminals, and that's because the wire harness that connects to this switch doesn't have wires for those terminals. We only really care about terminals 3, 2, 12, 10, 9, and 8. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The other is that this diagram is very confusing. And it's not only the way they laid it out, but also the fact that, for instance, if you're testing continuity for the left side mirror in the up position, it shows 2 continuity tests here between 3 and 12 and 8 and 11. But if you look up here, 11 is not used. So there's no signal being sent on terminal 11. The other thing to note about this is that you'll see that same pairing of terminal 8 and 11 repeated on other positions. So for instance, in the up position for the left side mirror and the left position for the left side mirror, you got 8 and 11. And likewise, they're going to show up, I think, over here as well. Like right side mirror, up position, 8 and 11. Left on the right side mirror, 8 and 11. Then it also has a bunch where you've got 11 and 12 talking to each other. 11 and 12, 11 and 12, 11 and 12. So anything on port 11 is not going to be unique. It's not really going to tell you much. And it doesn't talk to the ECU anyway. The other numbers, for instance, the 3 to 12 on the left side mirror for up, that signal is unique. None of the other positions will have it. I created this little spreadsheet while trying to make sense of the switch circuits. Feel free to use this instead of the confusing diagram from the service manual. I find this layout a bit easier to understand. To get started, set to continuity. Let's do the left side test here first. Set the mirror switch to the left. And then we're going to push the joystick into the up position and test 3 to 12 first, then 8 to 11. 3 is on the top row, 3 terminals in, and 12 is in the lower left corner on the bottom row there. So we're on left mirror and we're going up. Good. Then that bonus test is 8 to 11. 8 is the 3rd terminal in from the right on the bottom row, and 11 is the 2nd terminal in from the left on that bottom row. We should be able to go up. Good. Left side mirror, down position, we get 3 to 8, 11 to 12. 3 is 3 terminals in from the right on that top row, and 8 is just across from it on the bottom row. We're going down. And then 11 to 12 is the bonus. I'll clip on 12 in the lower left corner. Let's see if I can just sneak in and get 11. It's very tight. And we're going down. Good. Next is left mirror to the left. So we got to do 2 to 12, 8 to 11. 2 is the second terminal in on that top row from the right. And 12 is in the lower left corner, bottom row. And we're going left. Then 8 to 11. 8 is the third terminal in from the right on the bottom row. 11 is the second terminal in from the left on the bottom row. And left. Good. Left mirror to the right gets 2 to 8 continuity and 11 to 12. 2, second one in from the right on the top row. 8 is the third one in from the right on the bottom row to the right. Good. Now we got to sneak in 11 and 12 again. 12, 11. Oh, so close. We're going to the right. Good. That's the left side. Now we go to the right side. Starting with up, we got 8 to 11 is the bonus, and then 10 to 12 is our real continuity. Stick 12 in the lower left corner again. 10 is 2 over from it. So this is right mirror going up. Good. 8 to 11. 8 is the third one in from the right on the bottom row, and 11 is the second one in from the left in the bottom row. And we're going up. Good. Right side mirror in the down position should give us 8 to 10 and 11 to 12 for bonus. 8, third from the right on the bottom row. 10 is 2 over to the left from it. And this is the right mirror going down. Good. 11 and 12. 11 and 12, we're going to go down. Good. Right mirror side to the left. We're going to get 9 to 12 as our good continuity and 8 to 11 for a bonus. 9 is right in the middle on the bottom row, and 12 is in the lower left corner, bottom row. And we're going to the left. That's good. Bonus continuity on that guy is 8 to 11. 8's the third one in from the right bottom row. 11's the second one in from the left bottom row. And we're going to the left. Right side mirror to the right gives us 8 to 9 and 11 to 12. So 8 is the third one in on the right on the bottom. 9 is right next to it. And we're going to go to the right. Bonus continuity again, 11 and 12. There's 12 in the lower corner, and 11 is right next to it. And we go to the right. Good. These tests all passed. Now we come to this funky little guy, and I don't trust this. It just doesn't look right to me. The terminal switch position, left or right, is saying you have the same continuity, which is just not true. There are different signals sent depending on where that switch is positioned, but those get caught doing this test up here. This test, I don't think, tells you anything at all, if it's even documented correctly, which I'm kind of questioning. But we'll give it a run. So we put it in the left position, we should get 2 to 9 and 3 to 10 continuity. 2 is second from the right on the top row. And 9 is in the middle of the bottom row. Nothing. Then 3 to 10. Nothing. All right, flip her to the right. 2 to 9. 2, 9. Nothing. 3 to 10. nothing. All right. I don't trust that chart at all. So I'm gonna call this good. I'm gonna say we got a good mirror switch. The next thing I want to test is this switch harness. We'll tackle that in the next video. Keep watching to find out what happens.